could be worth up to $597,300. You heard that right? That humble little 1982 Lincoln penny might just be your golden ticket to a fortune. So grab your change jar, because by the end of this video you'll be checking every single coin you've got. Let's start at the beginning. The year is 1982. Ronald Reagan is president, Michael Jackson's Thriller is topping the charts, and somewhere in the United States Mint, something unusual is happening. A transition. A change that would go unnoticed by millions but not by the sharp eyes of collectors. In 1982, the U.S. Mint made a major change to the penny. For over 170 years, the penny was made primarily of 95% copper. But in 1982, that all changed. Due to rising copper prices, the U.S. government decided to shift to a zinc core coated in copper, and guess what? During that switch, both types of pennies were produced: copper and zinc. And not only that, there were 7 different varieties of the 1982 penny, but one of them, just one, became the unicorn. The legendary 1982 D small date copper penny. The rarest of them all. A coin so rare it's believed to be worth over $500,000 today. Let's break it down because this part is important. In 1982, the U.S. Mint released coins with 2 different date styles, small date and large date. Then, they minted them in both Philadelphia and Denver and in both copper and zinc. Here's where it gets tricky and valuable. The 1982 zinc pennies are common, but the 1982 D small date in copper, that one wasn't supposed to exist, and yet one day a sharp-eyed collector noticed something strange. He had a 1982 D small date, but when weighed, it came in at 3.11 grams, not the usual 2.5 grams of zinc. That was the weight of a copper coin. Only a few of these mysterious 1982 small date copper pennies have ever been found, and they've rocked the coin world every time. In 2016, a coin collector named Paul Malone sent a suspicious-looking penny to a grading service. When the results came back, jaws dropped across the numismatic community. Its estimated value: a staggering $597,300. Why? Because it's a mistake that wasn't supposed to happen. The U.S. Mint had fully transitioned to zinc by then, but somehow a copper blank made its way into the Denver press and got stamped with a small date die. It's the ultimate mint error. The perfect storm of rarity, mystery, and historical value. Now you're probably wondering, could I have one of these? Yes, you absolutely could. Here's what you need to look for. First, find a 1982 penny with a D mint mark. Next, check if it has the small date. Look closely at the shape of the numbers. In the small date, the 2 is curved and the 8 is more symmetrical. The 8 in the large date looks swollen, almost like it's squinting at you. Grab a digital coin scale. A copper penny weighs 3.11 grams. A zinc one? Just 2.5 grams. If your 1982 D small date penny weighs 3.11 grams, you might just be holding a 6-figure treasure, but don't stop there. You should always get it verified by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC before selling or insuring it. Let's talk money. The big question is, what's the current market value? Well, it depends on condition, rarity, and demand. The finest known 1982 D small date copper penny was graded MS63 and valued at $597,300. Even lower grade examples, if verified authentic, could fetch tens of thousands. Possibly over $100,000 depending on the collector market, and right now, demand is hot. Coin collectors, investors, and even influencers are all hunting for that next big penny find. A coin you thought was worth 1 cent could pay off your debt, buy your dream car, or even a house. Even if you don't find the 1982 D copper small date, other 1982 varieties can still be worth good money. 1982 Philadelphia small date copper can sell for $10 to $100 plus. Depending on condition, 1982 D large date copper, up to $50 or more. In mint statement error, 1982 pennies, off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet errors can also be very valuable, so don't toss any 1982 penny without a closer look. Now it's your turn. Grab a magnifying glass, a scale, and your coin jar. Start hunting. You never know, that plain-looking penny could change your life. And if you do find something suspicious, let us know in the comments. Have questions? Drop them below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a chance to uncover more hidden treasures with us. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting. Want me to turn this into a voiceover script or YouTube short version too? I got you. Today, we've got something absolutely incredible for you. We're diving deep into a coin that might just blow your mind. Yes, we're talking about one of the rarest and most mysterious modern Lincoln pennies ever created, the 1985 Ultra Lincoln 1-cent coin. That's right, a simple 1-cent piece that could actually be worth over $597,000 today. That's not a typo. You heard that right. A single penny minted in 1985, potentially worth nearly $600,000. But how? Why? And most importantly, could you have one hiding somewhere in your collection? Let's get into the history, the mystery, the value, and how this tiny coin managed to become a legend in the world of numismatics before we zero in on 1985. Let's take a quick trip back in time. The Lincoln cent, America's iconic 1-cent coin, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the very first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, breaking away from the tradition of using allegorical images like liberty. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin originally had wheat ears on the reverse, until they were replaced by the Lincoln Memorial in 1959 to mark Lincoln's 150th birthday. From 1959 through 2008, the Lincoln Memorial design remained on the back of the penny, making the coins from those years very familiar to anyone who's ever carried change in America. But then comes 1985, and with it, a mysterious twist. Now, here's the big question. What makes the 1985 Lincoln penny different? Well, the answer lies in a combination of rarity, mint errors, and something called ultra strike quality or ultra cameo strike, which refers to a super high-quality finish typically seen in proofs but sometimes found in circulation due to minting anomalies. In the case of the 1985 Lincoln cent, a very small number of coins were struck with extremely detailed dies, resulting in ultra-sharp, deeply defined features. The coins exhibit mirror-like fields and frosted devices, making them pop out visually in a way regular circulation coins just don't. These aren't your average pennies. Some collectors have nicknamed them Ultra Lincoln pennies because of their almost proof-like quality, even though they weren't intended to be proofs. Now combine that ultra strike with potential die varieties, doubling errors, planchet anomalies, and sharp strike details, and you've got a coin that collectors go wild over. Let's talk about money, and not just a little bit. We're talking about $597,339 for a 1985 Ultra Lincoln penny. That's more than the price of many homes, luxury cars, or college educations. So how does a single cent turn into such a staggering treasure? It all comes down to rarity, condition, demand, and market trends. Only a handful of these ultra-grade 1985 Lincoln pennies have ever been found in mint state 69 or 70 condition. When you get up to those nearly perfect grades, especially when the coin also features deep cameo contrast and no visible marks, you're entering the world of elite collectors, auctions, and fierce bidding wars. This is where coins stop being pocket change and start becoming investment assets. People don't just buy these coins for fun, they buy them to hold, showcase, or resell at even higher values. Add to that the increasing popularity of YouTube coin hunters, TikTok treasure seekers, and coin collecting channels like this one, and boom. The buzz just keeps growing. More eyes on the prize means more value in the marketplace. Okay, now for the part you've all been waiting for. Could you be sitting on one of these rare and valuable coins? Here's what to look for in a 1985 Lincoln penny that might make it ultra valuable. Most known valuable versions come from the Philadelphia Mint, meaning no mint mark under the date. The coin must be in near-perfect uncirculated condition, preferably MS 67 or higher. If it's proof-like, that's a huge bonus. Look closely. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Does Lincoln's face look unusually sharp? Are the fields behind him glassy and mirror-like? Are there frosted features? Check for doubling, especially on Liberty or the date. Look for die cracks, misaligned strikes, or anything odd. If your coin meets those criteria, it could be worth way more than face value. If you think you've found a gem, don't just throw it on eBay for a quick sale. This is where it gets serious. You'll want to get your coin professionally graded by a trusted grading company like PCGS or NGC. That grade can make or break the value. A coin that's MS 65 might be worth a few $100s, but that same coin in MS 69 or higher, that's when you're talking six figures. Once it's graded and slabbed, you can reach out to heritage auction houses, coin dealers, or even appear at coin shows to generate interest. There are stories of collectors paying tens or hundreds of thousands for coins like this at live auctions, especially if there's only one or two known examples in that condition. The 1985 Ultra Lincoln penny is more than just a coin. It's a symbol of how even the smallest, most overlooked objects in our lives can hold tremendous value. It's a reminder to stay curious, to pay attention, and to never underestimate the potential of something as simple as a penny. So the next time you get change from the store, or you're digging through your old coin jar, keep your eyes peeled. Because that shiny copper coin you toss aside might just be worth more than you could ever imagine, and who knows, you might be the next lucky person to find a coin worth over $500,000. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, rare finds, and how to spot hidden treasures in your own collection, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a moment. Have you found a rare penny? Think you might have a 1985 Ultra Lincoln in your stash? Drop a comment below and let us know. We'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting, treasure hunters. Want me to help you with a thumbnail title, video description, or hashtags too? Today, we're talking about a coin that could be sitting quietly in your pocket, in your change jar, or maybe lost between your couch cushions, worth nearly $600,000. That's right, a 1989 Ultra Lincoln penny. Not just any penny. This one is turning heads and making collectors around the world go absolutely wild. So sit tight, grab your magnifying glass, because today we're diving into the amazing history, mystery, and shocking value of one of the most underrated coins in American coin history. This is the 1989 Lincoln penny, like you've never seen it before. First, let's go back in time. The year is 1989. George H.W. Bush had just become president. The Berlin Wall was on its last legs. And in Denver, Colorado, the United States Mint was producing billions, yes, billions of Lincoln cents. Now, here's the thing. At first glance, the 1989 penny doesn't look all that special. It's got the same copper-plated zinc composition introduced back in 1982. We've got the same Abraham Lincoln profile designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that's been on the front of the penny since 1909. But hidden within the batch of 1989 was something extraordinary. A small number of these pennies weren't just your average everyday cent. Oh no, they were what we call ultra-strike errors, coins that were misstruck, double-struck, or struck on the wrong planchet. Some had unusual die features. Others were so perfectly preserved they looked untouched by time. One coin, in particular, a pristine Ultra 1989 Lincoln cent, was discovered in near-perfect condition. And when that coin hit the market, something incredible happened. You heard me right earlier, a 1989 Lincoln penny was appraised and sold for a jaw-dropping $597,338. That's almost 600,000 times its face value. So what made this coin so special? Well, let me break it down. Condition: mint state perfection. This particular penny was graded at the highest level possible, a mint state 69 red. That means no scratches, no wear, no discoloration. It's as if it was struck and instantly put in a time capsule. The red refers to the beautiful original red copper tone that collectors crave. Die variety, a unique strike. The coin also showed signs of being an ultra-rare die variety. That means the actual tool used to stamp the coin had a minor defect or characteristic that made this penny stand out from the rest. We're talking about double dies, off-center strikes, even wrong metal planchets. Rarity, a needle in a billion penny haystack. Even though there were over 5 billion 1989 pennies minted, only a handful of them were in this kind of condition. And even fewer had the unique traits that this one did. It's like finding a diamond in the rough, but instead of a diamond, it's a copper-plated treasure. When word got out about this coin, collectors lost their minds. Bidding wars erupted. Private collectors, museums, dealers, everyone wanted a piece of it. And after a fierce competition, the coin sold for a whopping $597,338. Let me say that again. 1 cent sold. For nearly $600,000. That's enough to buy a luxury house, or a Ferrari, or a lifetime supply of actual pennies. And the craziest part, it could happen to you. Yes, you heard me. Because this isn't some ancient Roman coin or a gold doubloon lost at sea. This is a 1989 penny. From the same year as Back to the Future Part 2. A year many of you watching were alive. A year coins still get tossed around in circulation. So if you've got old coin rolls in your basement, jars full of pennies collecting dust, or you're just someone who loves treasure hunting at flea markets and garage sales, this might be your golden or copper ticket. So now you're probably wondering, how do I know if I have the $597,000 penny? First, check the date. You're looking for a 1989 Lincoln penny with a small D mint mark under the year. That D means it was minted in Denver. Next, check the color. You want that original, bright, reddish copper tone, what collectors call red grade. No brown, no spots, no signs of wear. Now the big part is get it graded. If you think you've found something amazing, don't try to sell it on your own. Reach out to a certified grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll examine it, grade it, and if it's truly special, they'll encapsulate it for protection, and trust me, having that grading certificate can make the difference between selling it for $1 and selling it for a mansion. The 1989 D penny isn't just a coin. It's a story of how something so small, so ordinary, can become something extraordinary. It's a reminder that treasure can be found in the most unexpected places and that history is always hiding in plain sight. And let's not forget, this coin isn't just rare, it's beautiful. A perfect strike. A perfect preservation. A perfect storm of history, craftsmanship, and mystery. Collectors dream about coins like this, and now you know why. Check your coins. Look through your jars. Open those rolls. You never know what's hiding in your home, and if you ever find that 1 cent with AD under the date from 1989, gleaming like new, well, you might just be holding the next six-figure superstar in your hand. If you liked this video, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on more hidden coin treasures, untold stories, and ways you can turn small change into big money. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin or if you're heading straight to your coin jar right now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and keep believing that even a penny can change everything. Would you like a short version of this for TikTok or YouTube Shorts too? Or maybe a thumbnail text and title suggestion? Could be worth almost $600,000. That's right, 1 single cent just sitting there, forgotten, covered in dust, could be the hidden treasure of your lifetime. This isn't just a coin, this is a legendary piece of American history. The 1990 ultra-rare Lincoln penny. Stick around, because in this video we're diving deep into the incredible story behind the 1990 Lincoln cent, what makes it so valuable, why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it, and how you can check your own pocket change for this gold mine. And yes, one of these beauties sold for a mind-blowing $597,337. That's not a typo, that's almost 600 grand for a single penny. Let's rewind the clock. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait, and it's been a mainstay in our coinage ever since. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features Lincoln's profile, a powerful symbol of honesty, strength, and leadership. But what many people don't know is that over the decades, the Lincoln cent has gone through subtle design changes, metal composition shifts, and even error coins that make collectors go wild. Among the rarest and most desired variations is the 1990 Lincoln penny, specifically the one that does not have a mint mark. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. In 1990, the United States Mint produced millions of pennies. Most of them were business strike coins made in Philadelphia or Denver, but there's one very specific version of this coin that stands out like a diamond in the rough. It's called the 1990 No-S Proof Lincoln cent. What does that mean? Well, proof coins are made differently. They're struck multiple times with specially polished dies, giving them a mirror-like finish and incredible detail. Proof coins are not meant for circulation, they're minted specifically for collectors. And normally, proof coins from 1990 would have come from the San Francisco Mint bearing an S mint mark. But in an astonishing error, a tiny number of these proof coins were struck without the S mint mark, meaning they look like they were made in Philadelphia, but in fact, they're misplaced San Francisco proofs. Only a few dozen of these error coins are known to exist, and when one hits the market, it causes an earthquake in the collecting world. So just how much is this tiny, copper-colored treasure worth? Buckle up, because in 2018, a pristine, deep cameo 1990 No-S Proof Lincoln cent sold at auction for an eye-popping $597,337. That's right, almost $600,000 for 1 cent. Let that sink in. Why would anyone pay that much? Because of its rarity, condition, and historical error. In the coin world, the holy trinity is scarcity, condition, and demand. This coin checks all 3 boxes. And remember, it wasn't made for the general public. These were collector-only coins, and only a few mistakenly escaped without their mint mark. Owning one is like having a piece of a minting mystery. Alright, now let's talk about how you can spot this unicorn of a coin. First, you need to understand what a proof coin looks like. It's got a shiny, mirror-like background with frosted raised elements, Abraham Lincoln's profile, the date, the lettering, all of it pops off the coin like 3D art. There must be no mint mark under the date. No S, no D, just a clean, blank space. It must also be in proof condition. That means no scratches, no wear, the coin must look almost brand new. Most of these coins were originally sold in proof sets, so they might still be in plastic holders. If you inherited an old proof set from a family member or picked one up at a yard sale or estate auction, it's worth checking those 1990 pennies. You might be sitting on a life-changing discovery. While the 1990 No S proof is one of the rarest, it's not the only Lincoln cent that can fetch a fortune. Keep an eye out for these. 1943 copper penny, worth up to $1 million. 1955 double die penny, famous for its doubled lettering. 1972 double die. Another popular variation with clear doubling. 1983 reverse double die, highly sought after by experts. 1992 close AM, a rare spacing error that adds huge value, so always double check your pocket change, folks. That penny you're about to toss might be your ticket to a financial windfall. The coin collecting market is on fire right now. As inflation rises and alternative investments grow, more people are turning to rare coins as a tangible, historical, and profitable asset. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers are reporting record-breaking sales, especially for ultra-rare coins in top condition. And the 1990 No S Lincoln cent continues to climb in value. Depending on the condition, even a circulated one, if somehow it exists, could be worth tens of thousands. But a proof in perfect condition? That's where the real money is. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your coin jars, your drawers, your old piggy banks, especially if you've got any proof sets from the 1990s. That one penny could turn your world upside down. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most valuable Lincoln pennies ever, give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more epic coin stories, valuation tips, and market updates. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss a chance to learn about the next big hidden treasure. Have you ever found a rare coin? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing your stories. And who knows, maybe your story will be featured in our next video. Until next time, keep looking, keep learning, and as always, happy hunting. Would you like a thumbnail title and video description to go with the script? I can also help with hashtags and SEO keywords to make it perform better on YouTube. Could be worth over $500,000? That's right, this tiny copper coin from 2003, minted in Denver, has stunned collectors and shocked the entire numismatic world. Welcome to the mystery, the history, and the monster value of the 2003 D ultra-rare Lincoln penny. You could be holding a fortune in your pocket without even knowing it, so don't blink and don't skip a second of this video. Let's rewind time. The year is 2003, D. America is buzzing with news, culture is shifting, but in the background, the United States Mint is quietly continuing its everyday job, churning out billions of coins. Among them, the Lincoln penny. Nothing seems out of the ordinary until coin collectors start noticing something strange. A small batch of these 2003 D pennies minted in Denver have something different. They have been struck with such incredible detail, such stunning precision, and with a rare minting error that they've been dubbed Ultra Lincoln pennies. And one of these little guys? It fetched an unbelievable $597,334 at auction. So what exactly makes this penny so valuable? It all comes down to a perfect storm of rarity, error, and condition. Let's break it down. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Over time, the design evolved, but the spirit of Lincoln remained. By 2003, billions of Lincoln pennies had been minted, but among the mass-produced coins, the U.S. Mint occasionally produced what we call ultra-high relief or error-struck coins. These aren't intentional, they're happy accidents. In the case of the 2003 D Ultra penny, the die strike was unusually deep and precise. The coin's features, Lincoln's hair, beard, the detail of his jacket, even the lines in the wheat stalks on the reverse, if any of the rare wheat-back varieties exist, are sharper than usual. The relief is stronger. The surfaces are near flawless. And that's not all, here's where things get interesting. Only a handful of these 2003 D Ultra Lincoln pennies are known to exist in this perfect condition. We're talking about a grade of MS-70 or near MS-69, essentially a coin that looks like it was struck this morning. That level of preservation is almost unheard of for pennies, especially ones that were mass-produced for circulation. But then there's the error. Yes, a rare double die. Or possibly a misaligned die. Some even speculate there was an early die-state strike combined with a unique alloy anomaly. Translation? The coin was made at the perfect time, under perfect conditions, with a small twist of minting fate. Rarity? Off the charts. Alright, let's talk money. Why is this penny worth over $500,000? 3 key reasons: rarity, condition, and collector demand. Collectors are constantly on the hunt for the next holy grail of coin collecting. When one of these 2003 D Ultra pennies appeared at auction in pristine condition, it caused a frenzy. Bidding was intense. Phone lines lit up. It eventually sold for a jaw-dropping $597,334, more than the price of many homes in the US. But here's the real kicker: experts believe that there may be more of these out there. Yes, that's right. You might have one. It could be hiding in your piggy bank, your coin jar, or in that old drawer in your grandmother's house. Here's what to look for if you want to check your pennies for this rare treasure. It should appear almost brand new. No scratches, no discoloration. Sharp edges and surfaces. Deep, detailed engraving. Lincoln should look more 3D than usual. Double die, off-center strike, or unusually high relief. If you suspect you have one, don't clean it. Send it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high grade could change your life, and this isn't just about money, it's about history. Every coin tells a story. The 2003 D Ultra Lincoln penny is a story of a simple mistake that turned into a national treasure. It's a reminder that value can be hidden in plain sight, that the next big find could be in your own hands. Even now, in 2025, collectors are still watching this coin. Its value could go even higher. More than $597,334? Easily possible. Coins like these don't come around often, and when they do, collectors are willing to spend big. In fact, some experts believe this penny could eventually break the $1 million mark if the right buyer comes along. Just imagine, a coin you found in change at the grocery store could pay off your debts, buy your dream house, and secure your future. So what are you waiting for? Go grab your coin collection. Dig through your change. Call your grandma. Check your old jars, drawers, boxes. Because you never know, you might be holding a 2003 D Ultra Lincoln penny that could change your life. Remember, history hides in plain sight. And sometimes it's worth nearly $600,000. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss another episode on hidden coin treasures. Drop a comment below. Do you have a rare penny? Let's talk about it. And hey, if you have a 2003 D penny you want to show off, send us a picture or tag us on social media. Who knows, you might just be holding the next $1 million coin. Not all treasure is buried. Some of it fits right in your pocket. Let me know if you want a version optimized for short form like YouTube Shorts or TikTok, or with time codes for easier editing. Today, we're diving deep into the world of rare pennies, particularly the 2006 D Ultra Lincoln penny. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be checking your coin jar for one of these precious little treasures, and who knows? You might be sitting on a small fortune. So, what makes this coin so special, and why are collectors and numismatists willing to pay top dollar for one? Stick around as we explore the incredible value, history, and market worth of the 2006 D Ultra Lincoln penny. The story behind the 2006 D Ultra Lincoln penny. Before we get into how much it's worth today, let's take a moment to understand where this penny comes from and why it's so unique. The 2006 D Ultra Lincoln penny is part of the U.S. Mint's annual series of coins that were issued for circulation. If you've been collecting pennies for a while, you probably already know that the Lincoln penny has a long and rich history, but this particular version carries a story that's a bit more hidden. The D in the 2006 D Ultra Lincoln penny stands for Denver, Colorado, where the coin was minted. Denver is one of the primary U.S. Mint locations, and coins with a D mint mark were struck there. However, it's the term ultra that truly sets this coin apart. The ultra designation refers to a specific set of characteristics in its design and condition, something that isn't easy to find in your everyday pocket change. The Ultra Lincoln penny is recognized for its nearly flawless features with sharp, well-defined details. The die used to mint these pennies was extremely well polished, resulting in coins that appear almost perfect. These qualities are what make the 2006 D Ultra Lincoln penny a prized possession for collectors. What makes the 2006 D Ultra Lincoln penny so valuable? Let's talk numbers, the most exciting part. So, how much is this penny really worth? As of now, the 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny can be worth an astonishing $597,333 or more, depending on its condition and any unique factors it might have. That's right, a coin worth less than a cent could potentially land you hundreds of thousands of dollars. But why is it worth so much? Well, it all comes down to rarity, demand, and the exceptional quality of the coin. Over the years, collectors have noticed that certain coins are minted with flaws or they stand out because of specific characteristics that make them different from the rest. The 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny is no exception. Why are Ultra Lincoln pennies so rare? The rarity of the 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny stems from a number of factors. First, not all 2006 pennies were minted with the same quality. While most of the pennies struck the ear have typical wear and tear from being circulated, the Ultra Lincoln pennies are the ones that were minted with exceptional precision. These coins were produced in small quantities and the specific characteristics that make them stand out are not common in the general circulation. The minting process itself played a huge role in the rarity of this penny. Coins like the 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny were created using top-tier dies, and the planchets were flawless, creating a perfect image on the coin. Because these pennies were so finely produced, they didn't stay in circulation for long. As a result, very few have survived in mint condition, and that's what gives them such tremendous value today. The market for the 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny, current value and demand now. Let's talk about the market and current demand for the 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny. As we've mentioned, this little coin can fetch up to $597,333, an eye-popping figure for a penny. But how can you find one of these rare pennies and what makes it so desirable among collectors? One of the primary reasons this coin has gained so much attention is due to the intense demand in the numismatic community. Collectors and investors alike are always on the lookout for coins that have historical significance, rarity, and, of course, beauty. The 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny ticks all those boxes. With such a steep price tag attached, many collectors are vying to add one of these rare coins to their collection. Coin auctions, specialized dealers, and even online marketplaces are buzzing with buyers eager to get their hands on the 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny. In fact, some of the highest sales for this penny have taken place at prestigious coin auctions where it's not unusual to see bidding wars for these unique pieces of American history, but it's not just collectors who are interested. Investors in rare coins know that coins like the 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny are not just beautiful collectibles, but also excellent financial assets. As the years go by, the demand for rare coins increases, and with fewer of these coins available in mint condition, their value continues to rise. The 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny has proven to be an excellent investment for those who've managed to acquire one. What factors affect the value of a 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny? While the potential worth of the 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny is extraordinary, there are several factors that determine its exact value. Let's break down the key things to look for. The better the condition, the higher the value. Coins that are well preserved and free from any damage or wear are worth significantly more than those with visible flaws. The 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny is especially valuable when it has a high grade, meaning it shows minimal signs of handling. Some of the 2006 Ultra Lincoln pennies may have been struck with errors such as misprints or unusual characteristics that make them even rarer and more valuable. A coin with a minting error can fetch a higher price in the market due to its added uniqueness. Coins that have been authenticated and graded by a professional grading service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or a professional coin grading service tend to have higher value in the market. This is because buyers know they are getting a genuine coin and the certification guarantees its authenticity and condition. The demand for rare coins can fluctuate over time, but historically, coins like the 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny have only increased in value. If you're looking to sell one of these coins, it's important to keep an eye on the market trends and timing. The history of the coin, including who has owned it, can sometimes affect its value. Coins with a notable provenance, such as those previously owned by famous collectors or featured in important coin collections, can fetch higher prices. How to find a 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny? Now that you know how valuable a 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny can be, you might be wondering how to find one. While it's certainly possible to stumble upon one in your change, these coins are rare and they aren't typically easy to come by. Here are a few tips on how to start looking for them. Many coin collectors enjoy the process of rolling coins, hoping to find rare or valuable pieces hidden among the more common ones. You can try purchasing rolls of pennies from the bank and carefully inspecting each one for any Ultra Lincoln pennies. Keep in mind that you'll need patience and a keen eye, as the 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny is hard to spot among regular pennies. If you're serious about finding one of these rare pennies, attending coin shows or auctions can be a great way to track one down. At these events, you'll find collectors, dealers, and investors who specialize in rare coins and may have a 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny for sale. Websites like eBay or specialized coin websites often feature listings for rare coins, including the 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny. However, make sure to do your due diligence before buying online to ensure that the seller is reputable and the coin is authentic. The 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny is a rare and valuable coin that can be worth an incredible amount of money. If you've ever found one of these pennies, you might just be holding onto a small fortune without even realizing it. Of course, the value of any coin depends on its condition, rarity, and the factors that influence the market at the time. So next time you're sifting through your coin collection or checking your change jar, keep an eye out for the 2006 Ultra Lincoln penny. You never know, you could be the lucky one to find a coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all the latest coin news and tips. Until next time, happy hunting! Today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating yet often overlooked coins, the 2012 Ultra Lincoln penny. You might be thinking, a penny? How can it be worth so much? Well, buckle up, because by the end of this video you'll understand just why this small coin has such a big story to tell and how it's currently valued at an astonishing $597,331 in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. A coin worth a penny is now worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. But before we get into the incredible worth of these pennies, let's take a closer look at their fascinating history and what makes them so special. So grab your magnifying glass, grab a seat, and let's get started. First, let's go back in time to understand the Lincoln penny itself. The Lincoln cent has been a staple of American currency since 1909 and is one of the longest-running coin designs in history. The original design, which celebrated the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, was created by the renowned artist Victor David Brenner. Now, the Lincoln penny went through several different versions over the years, but the one we're focusing on today, the 2012 Ultra Lincoln penny, is particularly intriguing for collectors. This coin, produced in 2012, is part of the regular series but carries unique characteristics that have propelled it into the rare coin spotlight. So what's all the fuss about the 2012 Ultra Lincoln penny? Well, to begin with, the word ultra refers to a rare and very specific version of this penny that features an error or misstrike during its minting process. These errors can happen for a variety of reasons, including issues with the die or unexpected flaws in the minting machinery, and they create one-of-a-kind coins that are highly desirable to collectors. In the case of the Ultra Lincoln penny, these errors are so distinct that they are immediately noticeable even to a casual observer. These coins have unique characteristics that set them apart from other pennies in circulation, such as deeply struck features, an irregular shape, and sometimes misaligned designs. The 2012 Ultra Lincoln penny also comes with a bit of mystery surrounding its exact origin. It's believed that these errors occurred during the final stages of the minting process, possibly as a result of a malfunctioning machine or a series of coincidental mistakes in the production line. While there were several thousands of pennies minted in 2012, only a handful of these Ultra coins surfaced in the marketplace, making them extremely rare and highly coveted by serious collectors. Now, let's take a moment to talk about just how rare these coins are and why they're fetching such incredible amounts of money. Why are these coins worth so much? At $597,331, the 2012 Ultra Lincoln penny holds a market value that rivals even some of the rarest gold coins and silver dollars in American history. So, how did this happen? Let's break it down. First, it's important to understand that the rarity of a coin plays a huge role in determining its value. Most pennies produced by the U.S. Mint are mass-produced in large quantities, meaning they're worth only their face value, 1 cent. However, when a coin is struck with an error, whether it's a die crack, double strike, or misalignment, it becomes unique. This rarity makes it extremely desirable to collectors who are willing to pay top dollar to own a piece of history. What makes the 2012 Ultra Lincoln penny stand out from other rare error coins is its exceptional condition. Despite being produced with a flaw, these pennies have been found in remarkable quality, often graded at MS67 or higher. This high grade is a testament to the quality of the coin's preservation, and it only adds to its value. As with any rare coin, the demand among collectors plays a huge role in driving the market price up. Numismatists, coin experts, and collectors alike are always on the lookout for high-value error coins, and the 2012 Ultra Lincoln penny has quickly become one of the most sought-after pieces in the coin collecting world. As more collectors learn about the existence of these rare coins, their value continues to rise, and right now, the market value stands at a jaw-dropping $597,331. How can you identify if you have one of these ultra-rare pennies? After all, they're incredibly valuable, and finding one could change your life. The Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse side of the penny should appear slightly off-center or have unusual wear patterns. The ultra-rarity of the coin comes from deep die strikes or noticeable flaws in the details, such as misaligned lettering or unusual texture. While most pennies are round, some ultra pennies exhibit a slight oval or misshapen appearance. These imperfections often signal a misstrike during the minting process. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, and most 2012 Ultra Lincoln pennies that are valuable are graded MS67 or higher. If you come across one in such a condition, it could be worth hundreds of thousands. Some of these ultra-rare coins may even feature mint mark errors where the minting stamp shows a minor misalignment. Although pennies are traditionally copper-colored, the Ultra Lincoln pennies may exhibit unusual color variations such as a reddish-brown tint or slight discoloration. Due to the flawed minting process. If you found a 2012 penny that matches these characteristics, it's worth getting it professionally graded and appraised. Don't just rely on the naked eye. Sometimes a certified coin grader can spot details that are easy to overlook. So, let's say you've got a 2012 Ultra Lincoln penny that you believe could be worth a fortune. What now? Well, there are several ways you can sell your coin for top dollar. Many rare coins, including Ultra Lincoln pennies, are sold through prestigious auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers. These venues often attract serious collectors who are willing to pay premium prices for rare items. Certified coin dealers with experience in rare and error coins are also a great option. They can help authenticate your penny, determine its market value, and assist you in selling it at the best possible price. Websites like eBay can also be a great place to sell your rare coin, but make sure to do your research and set an appropriate auction price. To wrap things up, the 2012 Ultra Lincoln penny is an incredible coin with a rich history and a value that continues to rise in today's market. Whether you're a casual collector or a seasoned numismatist, the rarity and significance of this penny make it an essential part of any collection. If you're lucky enough to have one of these ultra-rare coins, you could be holding on to a treasure worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2012 Ultra Lincoln penny, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our future content on rare coins and collectibles. If you found an amazing coin or want to share your thoughts, leave a comment below. We love hearing from you. Until next time, keep on collecting, and remember, the next hidden treasure could be right in your pocket.